board the plane, it's on time. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breezy skies, cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe's so mellow. Airwaves sing like cello. Sandy beaches we climb. Coastal Airways, oh my. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air. Arms are swaying, blue sky. Wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a...
Well, welcome aboard. Hello, folks. How are we? Welcome to the beautiful, wonderful island of the Bahamas. We are early in the morning. We just got up and we're going to be doing some fishing with Parallel 42. We'll do a little test. And happy Olympic week. I know the Olympics are starting today. Actually, I'm recording them right now. I'm going to be watching the opening ceremonies when we are done. Now, if you're wondering what the heck is going on here, we're done flying the line. I'm done. I've got a month off. No hockey charters for a month. So what I will be doing is just buzzing around our island. This is not our island. We're actually simulating taking some clients fishing. There's 4 of them right there, and then this is my tent right there. So we're going to be doing some fishing today, and then we're going to be taking off and then headed back to our resort at Coastal Airways. We bought a resort in the Bahamas. It's got a 10-person resort and a nice little private airstrip that we have too, where we're going to do some fishing there as well. We got a yacht, and we'll be rocking and rolling. So this is our campsite. You can see we've got it all set up and ready to go. I've been here for a week. So this has been set up for a week. I've been fishing this whole area for a week. It's been a lot of fun, and we're going to test that out right now. We're going to do some early morning stuff. Maybe we can get a couple of fish on the way, and we'll pack up our gear and head over to the island. I have to see one thing really quick before we do anything. Let's go ahead and turn the weather on. There we go. That's about right. I was like, before we had a lot of weather and wind. It's been windy here in the Bahamas the last week. It's been up and the wind's been blowing hard. Shelton, how are you? Good evening, Captain. I hope your week was a good one. Been a while since I've been on the channel. Yeah, I had quite a game of tennis. Good, there was no racket. I had a quiet game of tennis. There was no racket. I guess that's pretty good. I thought I'd read that twice. Did you see the Lightning and Panthers? Huge fight on school. I saw the highlights. I saw the goalie fight, which I thought was cool. And by the way, those Ranger fans that are watching, what an absolute fleecing we got from the Panarin trade. Drury was the hands were tied with this one. So there's not much he could have done. However, there's something that he could have done, and that sent Panarin's down to the minors and said, okay, you don't want to negotiate, we're going to send you to the minors. I'm going to pay you anyway, so might as well. So that I thought was funny. All right, we're going to get our feet wet in here. We're going to wade this water. It's beautiful out here in the Bahamas, so let's get out here and see what's... the swells look pretty good today. It's only about maybe a foot swells, if that. So we're just going to kind of get out here. We're going to do some casting. Obviously, this is going to be some shore. We're looking for bonefish. If we can get some bonefish today, that's kind of what we're going for. That's what they paid us for. We already caught 4, so we caught enough for each person. And so this is Parallel 42's deal, and it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and set this up. Nice, peaceful day on the water fishing, and that's what I'm talking about. So if you haven't done this yet, click Go Fish, and it brings up this panel. This is kind of what I've caught all week this week. I can see the full history here. A couple of nurse sharks, a grouper, and again, we're going for these bonefish. Caught that earlier in the week. So again, 4 bonefish. In real life, you only get a couple throws at these fish. They're very rare. They come in and they leave really quick. So you only get a couple shots at them on a fly fishing thing. You only get a couple shots and then they're gonzo. So it's important that you can get them early. Um, let's go ahead and do this right now. So I'm going to go back. We're going to click Start Fishing. We're going to go saltwater. And then I'll drill down here. Bait selection. We're going to do a live shrimp. Bonefish love live shrimp. We've got an 1.8 effectiveness, so we bumps our chances of catching one up just a little bit. And then our line selection, we got to do some inshore saltwater fluoro. It's kind of it's good. It's not very thick. It's 30-pound test, which is it's helpful. Kind of keeps the line clear. And then let's take a look. What's available? So we have a horse-eye jack, bonefish, NASA grouper, albacore tunas here, and nurse shark. So that's kind of what we're hunting for. And this will change during the seasons and times. So sometimes the bonefish won't be here. So today it is. They paid us for a bonefish, and we're gonna a bonefish whatever charter, and we're gonna give them that. So let's go ahead and give it a cast. So this is the line. If you guys can see this, right? You can't see this. Let me slide it over here. Maybe it's better on this side. Kind of, about right here. Okay. So this right here, I'm just gonna go auto reel. So I'm just gonna keep the auto reel on until we catch a fish, and I'll take it. You can see the slack. You want to keep that slack green because any slack in the line ain't gonna work. You missed a bite, and it's not gonna be good. So I'm gonna try to pull that slack down and see if it goes better, worse, or the same. And you can see this line coming in. This is where the auto reel comes in handy. We can take when you get a bite, I'll take the auto reel off, and then I'll set the reel drag. The line tension is what we're going to be monitoring, and then the retrieval speed. So we'll be looking at all those things when we fish. This is pretty amazing. That's a great word. Which one? Fleeced? No, we definitely got fleeced. We got fleeced bad, man. Um, I don't know if you could have done this, but I would have sent him down to the minors. I would have told Panarin to go to the minors. I'm going to send you down to the minors and make your life a living nightmare for weeks and weeks and weeks. I don't care if he has to play the rest of the season down in the minors. He's on a bus, sharing a room. A grade A star like that, I would bring to the negotiation table and say, okay, I'm not gonna get anything. I'm not gonna get nothing for you. So now I don't think they could have done that, but I would have done that if I could have. I would have sent them to the minors and said, call me when you're ready to talk about other teams. That's what I would have done, and said, you could play out the rest of the season down in the minors. I don't care. I'm gonna pay you anyway. What the heck? And that would have got the word around really quick that we're not messing around. But anyway, the only good thing about this Ranger trade is this guy. I think his name's Green Tree. I've heard things that he's an absolute nail gun. Coach Chippy said that yesterday on Instagram. I started laughing. He's a nail gun. He's pretty aggressive. He's probably not scared to throw the mitts down, and he's a big boy. So he's like what 220, 6'4", so he's pretty big. It's kind of what we need. We need some big brawn, um, who people who can grind the corners, and it's good, dude. It's gonna be like 5 years before the Rangers are even relevant anymore. So it's gonna be a bit. Hate to tell you, it's just the way it is. Anyway, hopefully your week's going well and everybody's having a good time. But we don't have any more hockey for what, a solid 4 weeks now. It's just basically hanging out. I'm probably gonna. I've got a lot of recorded videos. You'll probably see some of those come out. I don't know if I'm gonna stream live. I probably want to take a little break, maybe a couple weeks off. That would be nice. Just kind of relax. Do this. I like this. This is pretty cool that Parallel 42 did this. they have all these options that you can do, and you can go to multiple different areas. And by the way, we have a boat that we can take out too on our island. Look at all the fish that we can catch offshore. We got all these different fish. Yellowtail snapper would be really cool to catch. So there is a tournament at the Hawks Nest Island. That's what Coastal Airways owns that resort now. Cost us 15.9 million, and we are going for Wahoo right here. So offshore, we're gonna have to take a yacht, a boat out offshore. It's gonna take about 40 minutes to get to the fishing grounds, and we're looking just for Wahoo. It's gonna be the biggest length. We're gonna fish in teams. So it's going to be like a group fly in. Everybody's going to fly in, and then we're going to go out and have some fun fishing. But you can see all the different fish that you can catch. It's pretty cool. Blue shark, ocean tip whites, tuna, bluefin tuna, swordfish, marlin. Ooh, man, that would be fun. White marlin, really cool stuff. But right now we can't get these fish. They're only offshore. We can only nail these. These guys are around right now. So let's see how we're doing with our bait. And we've got, see how that slack line comes out? I'm just going to try to pull that, see how that's 1.8, 1.7. I'm looking at this number, trying to get that slack a little bit tighter. You got to watch, kind of play yeah, there we go. That's about 115 feet. You can see I got it on auto reel because it's going to start cranking in the line, so we don't have to worry too much about that. I heard they might trade quick. No, there's no way. So I hear Braden Schneider's on the table. Again, why are they going to trade Schneider? He's 24 years old. The dude's huge. He's a good, solid defenseman. Why would we get rid of him? It, if Drury makes that trade, what the heck are you trying to do? And there's a press conference today, and he's like, oh, this is a retooling. It's not a retooling. Everybody knows this is a rebuild. The Rangers are rebuilding. It's not retooling at all. They're a rebuild issue, and I don't know why they're not calling it a rebuild, but it is a rebuild. And I wouldn't trade Schneider. He's got what 3, 4 years on his contract, maybe 2 years on his contract. Why would you do that? There's no point in trading him away. He's young still, and he's a good defenseman. It's not like he's garbage. He's a good defenseman, and he's solid. He's a solid defenseman. It's been on in the system for years now. What the heck? They shouldn't trade Quick either. Just Quick's got another 2 years on his contract. He's a backup. Just let him roll. I don't know. I mean I get it. They have to trade their age. That's what they have to trade. You want to keep a couple of veterans on the team. Sabanajad, I heard, is on the table. I heard basically everybody but Shesterkin is on the table. I don't think Adam Fox is going anywhere. They're going to keep him. They should. But a Gabrikov too. Why would you trade him? You just got him. So Gabrikov, Fox, you got to keep those two guys. I think they should keep Schneider, and everybody else is going to be subject. So Trocheck, I'm sure, is going to go somewhere else. He's gonna be on another team by the time the Olympics are over and the freeze happens when they unfreeze the roster. Sure enough, he'll probably go somewhere. So it really is. Man, we got nothing going on. They got no bites this early in the morning right now. What the heck? I'm gonna have to go somewhere else, kind of walk around a little bit, see if we can cast somewhere else here and get a better bite. About 104 feet out there, I could see it out there somewhere. Anyway, that's what we got. This is fun. This is so much fun. You can just sit in the sim, and it's a flight sim, guys, and you can fish. It's super interesting. Um, but anyway, that's the kind of news. I think the Rangers got fleeced on that deal with Panarin. Chris Drury couldn't do much, but If there was a way to bring Panarin down to the minors, like if it doesn't say in his contract, I would have shoved him down there for a week. I'd have said, you know what, play the rest of the season in the minors until you're ready to talk about other teams. Because Panarin said, I just want to go. And the thing was, we heard in the beginning, listen to this, we heard in the beginning that Panarin wanted a long-term contract with extensions. Well, what did he end up getting? 2 years, guys. 2 years at 22 million. That's we got to fish. That's not saying a lot. So I'm going to take the reel off. The auto reel's coming off, and I'm going to start bringing it in here. You can see this is a shorty. This is a small guy. I'm bringing him in pretty quick. So, well, that's an earth shark. Yeah, 180. What is it? No, let's see what we got here. Yeah, 187-pound earth shark. That would take a long time to bring that fish in. We're going to release him. All right, let's take a look over here. Let's give it a walk. Let's see if we can't get Summer over here. Got to get these guys some more bonefish before it's over. Yeah, let's try that right there. Try not to spook them. Cast. These dang nurse sharks are everywhere here. But anyway, I don't know. That's kind of what I would have done. I would have tried to play my chances with Panarin that way and see if I could get him into the negotiation table a little bit. I mean, I'm not blaming Panarin. Panarin, there's nothing wrong that he did. He was, he exercises no move clause, and it's good for him. This is incompetence on the GM, and I haven't seen, guys. I haven't seen a good any moves from this GM. I've not seen that were. I can't say I haven't seen. Okay, so getting Mike Sullivan was a good move. He's been through 3 coaches now in 5 years, so I don't know. It's just all the Ranger fans I know are absolutely livid. Pretty much every single comment I've read was pretty bad. Oh man, it is absolutely that poor guy is getting shellacked in the news media, and Ranger fans are. I wouldn't even show up if I was Chris Drury. I would not even show up to the game ever. You're gonna get booed, egged, you name it. It's coming for you. It's pretty bad, and we don't know. A couple of things that I found out that I didn't know before. So apparently last year, Panarin um, got together in a barbecue, and I've heard this is hearsay, and had a barbecue with the team last year. This is right after they got rid of Barclay Goodrow the way they did. They put him on waivers, right, and just basically sent him gone. And so the team right after that got together, and this makes a lot of sense. And basically, Panarin said, anytime you can really tank the Rangers organization, do so. I don't know who said that. I don't know where it's from, but I know one of the teams said that, and everybody was there. So it was just the team. So I think that Chris Drury got wind of this, and he's been on a rampage ever since. Why get rid of Trouba the way he did? Trouba's 30, he was 30, what, 32, 33. He's getting up there, but dude, Trouba was a heavy hitter. We could have used Trouba big time right now. He works the corners. He's a solid defenseman. Same with Lindgren. Why are you dismantling the team all of a sudden? So it makes a lot of sense that happened, because then I could see Chris Drury retaliating against these players trying to get him out. And sure enough, in doing so, he's just it's another 5 years, folks, before the Rangers even think about being even close to getting to that Stanley Cup. I don't know. Everybody's saying it. It's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad deal. That's kind of what I heard. It's pretty ugly. It's not great. It's a lot of internal crap going on. We've all saw it. I saw it. Nope, got a fish on. So, where's my line? Okay, hold on. Let's go auto reel off, and I'll bring him in here. Tension's pretty good. I can adjust the speed and the reel drag's 40% right now. Ah, grouper. So that is a rare fish. It's a NASA grouper at 55 pounds. That's pretty big. We're going to release him. All right, let's go ahead. Over on this side, there's a nice channel that runs through here. Kind of on this side. And we'll run up here through here and we'll see if we can't snag a bonefish. Once we catch another bonefish, we're out of here. We're going to go to our island, the resort, and then we're going to dump them off. They get to stay there one more night, and then we'll fly them to Miami in our CJ3 jet. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But you can see this channel. You can't really see it here, but this channel runs through. So this right here is protected by. On the other side of this island chain here is the Atlantic, right? So that's the Atlantic Ocean. The other side. This is all protected area here. And then on the other side of that is going to be still the Atlantic, but it's protected. So I'm going to try to. You could kind of see. I kind of walked this whole island before on the other side of those mangroves. I walked down there and was able to see where it led off to, and you can see our airplane right there through the trees. All right, let's give it a cast. Let's see if we can't have any luck on this side. So we got a nurse shark and a grouper. I need to get a bonefish before we get out of here. I'll go to fill history. You guys can see kind of what we lined up here. We started this deal. I believe February 3rd is where we started fishing here. So we've been here all week. So it started here, February 3rd. We got a nurse shark, 2 grouper, some tuna, a horseye jack, bones. We got 1, 2, 3. I got to get 4 bones, and we had 4. So we did catch our line of bones, which was great. But we need, we're just kind of out here in the morning getting it done. Let's go ahead and put this 7 feet. See how it's bringing in the line for us. So, which would be cool on this side because you think this whole channel would cause a lot of disturbances in the force, if you will, as this channel's deep and then it shallows out. So you can probably drive all sorts of bait fish and stuff up. Anyway, I don't know if they simulate that, but if I was a fisherman, this is exactly where I'd be. Right in the shallows. These bonefish like to patrol pretty shallow. We're talking maybe 3-4 feet of water tops. Sometimes they'll get to where their tails surface the water, which is pretty cool. Anyway, that's the saga with the New York Rangers. So if you're a Ranger fan, it's going to be 5 more years before they're even close to dangerous. It's it has to happen. When Chris Drury did what he did, and by the way, the Rangers were close, guys, and they were the best. Think about that. 2 years ago, they won the President's Cup, and they were pretty much unstoppable. That team was great team. They lost to the Florida Panthers. They didn't have what they needed to get to the finals, right? They needed a little more grit in their team, a little more scoring, and the scoring dried up on them. That's kind of what happened. Can you troll? Yes. I don't. No, I don't. Well, we can use a trolling lure, but that won't work for here. So we go bait selection. You can see this right here, offshore trolling lure. You can use that off the boat. It's supposed to be like trolling, but it's not really. Trolling, guys, is when you set the line out and you just go at a real low, slow pace. That's trolling. You cover a lot of ocean that way doing that. But yeah, you can see we got live shrimp on the line right now. It's pretty effective. And again, we're targeting a species. Not everything is gonna. Crab, they like crab too, but that's like a 1.6 effectiveness. The shrimp is supposed to be pretty good at 1.8. So the live shrimp is gonna hopefully give us a little bit of, luck. We'll see what we're gonna do. We're gonna fish it for another, I don't know, let's do another 30 minutes, and then if we don't get anything, we're gonna pack it up and roll out. We'll clean up our camp and we'll head out of there. We're gonna head up to our resort, dump these folks off, and then I'll have to. We can't get any fuel here. Right? There's nothing here. It's primitive. There's no gas here at all. So we'll beach the aircraft. We'll take off from the water, and then we'll get going that way. It's a lot of fun though. I like it. Just hanging out, chilling. It's on a medium, and like I said, we've got a tournament coming up at the end of February. It's going to be a lot of fun. we're gonna we're gonna have a Wahoo tournament. Deep sea will be, some people probably fly their airplanes into the island, and then they'll take their whatever airplane out, or they'll take a boat out, whatever they want. And then we got a strict weigh-in time. So, and it's not weigh-in; it's going to be length. So it's going to be the total length of wahoo caught. So if you catch other species, like right now we caught an earth shark and a grouper, and it doesn't count. So that those fish don't count for us if we were in a tournament right now. We would be targeting wahoo. So it's pretty fun. I'm gonna email a developer and see what he thinks about it. It's super fun the way they develop this. You could do it. It's cool because you can do other things other than flying around, right? We can fish, we could boat, we could camp if we wanted to. It's super fun. It's different, which is good. All right. Well, there's no bites going on here. So right now in the sim, it's 12:34 in the morning. Well, at UTC. So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I get 7:34 in the morning local. And the wind's up. I can see some white caps out in the distance there. The wind is definitely up, blowing around. Good stuff. That's where we're at, folks. So we've got lots of fun here. If we catch a bonefish, we're just going to pack up and head out of there. Yeah. Any other questions? So you can see, and it's pretty cool too, because if we change the area, right? It's like we go somewhere else. This will be different. The available fish at this location will change. So you can see bonefish are rare, the grouper very rare, and apparently the nurse shark's very rare. However, I caught a ton of nurse sharks. So see these bonefish I took on live shrimp. And those bones are fast. They're like freight trains. When they get hooked, they run like the wind. They really do. Yeah. Marlin would be fun. Very rare. Offshore trolling lure and squid. Okay. Tells you kind of what they like. They're going for tuna. Pretty fun. Ooh, swordfish. I didn't know they had that. So they have all these fun things. And by the way, this is pretty cool the way the developer of Parallel 42 did this. They did it so it's actually realistic to the area, which I thought was really cool. So again, times, temperatures, and changes in season might yield you different fish, which I thought was fun. But anyway, this is kind of what I'm going to be doing for this stream, and then we'll fly the Albatross over to our island. I need to figure out the weather over there. Let me do that right now. It's not going to be a very long stream today, folks. It's just going to be probably about maybe an hour or something. I don't know. Change the bait to what? I got to go for bonefish. And bonefish like... So if we change the bait... See, I don't know the difference between this live shrimp and the other live shrimp. We have cut bait. 1.5% effective. We could change to a crab. We can see how live crab does. Bonefish like crab too. In real life, they like crab. I've been fishing. I've been fishing this live shrimp for a while. Let's see if I can't get this to come up. Um, we could change the bait if you like. Ah, guys want to do that? We're about 92 feet in. I have no bites, so we'll probably have to change the bait. We'll change to a crab. I think crab's good. Bonefish like crab too. All right, so Nassau. Let's get the weather here in Nassau. Oops. Let's see what the weather's doing. Nassau is saying winds are coming out of the north about 12 knots. So that's kind of where we're about 86 feet. I'm going to drag it in here and let's see if we'll change it up. Go change to a spot. Kind of getting that sun maybe a little bit. What do you think? Come over here on this side of the island. Got no stinking bites over there. I haven't fished on this side. Let's see. Go right in the night. See, it's how it's calm over here. It's calmer, I should say. But you can see I picked a nice camp spot right there. That's pretty cool. Protected. Our plane's probably blown into bush now with all the wind. Not too bad. All right. All right, let's throw a crab on, see if we get any luck on the crab. What do you think? 12:39 local here. So like I said, in about 20 minutes we're going to be packing up and heading back. Whether we catch a fish or not, we're out of here. We got to make some cash. So think about this. This is a 4-day, 5-day excursion. I think it's 4. It's 5 days right now. It's Friday. But that's a 5-day excursion. They'll leave. It should be Thursday. It should be a 4 day. So we fly into there on Friday. On Monday, they go Monday, Tuesday, overnight, Wednesday, and then so it's a. Well, no, wait a minute. We fly to the resort on Monday. We come out here on Tuesday. They fish all day Tuesday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We leave Thursday, basically Thursday morning. So about 2 days. Let's go ahead and give it a cast. Oh, I gotta reel it in. Hang on. I screwed up. Let me get it in. I want to retrieve it quicker. Whoop. All right, let's change the bait. Let's go over here. I want to say, all right, we're going to change that bait to crab. See, it's a 1.6% effective. I don't know what that is, but let's try to give it a cast and see what we can do. We got a crab on. See if we go to grouper and see what they like. They like live. Well, they like, I don't know what they like. So if we go to, you scroll down here and you say, fish is, okay, we got a horse-eye jack. What is it like? Doesn't tell us what it eats. Bonefish, they like live shrimp on the bait. That doesn't tell us. A grouper, live octopus, yeah, but I don't want to catch that. I'm not going for that species. This one tells us specialty tuna bait, offshore trolling lure, that a nurse shark, whatever it eats. Barjack, little bait fish or live bait fish. Okay. But again, I'm looking for a bonefish, and they like live shrimp. That doesn't mean they won't take a crab. Matter of fact, when I was fly fishing, I had crab on. I would have crab on my line. Like I tied up a ton of lake imitation crabs for bonefish in Hawaii. I never got on. Unfortunately, I never got the fish for them because freaking COVID hit and messed me up. All right, chat. What do we want to talk about? How about the Olympics? You guys excited for the hockey? Man, the first time in 12 years the NHLers are going to be on the team. I tell you what, the USA and the Canadians, they have stacked teams. Canada's got a pretty darn good team. Um, See right here, it says the list changes based on your location, current month, time of the day, and water type. Pretty cool, isn't it? So we got a live crab on there. We'll see how we do with it. Don't know. We only got about 15 minutes left, and then we're gonna pack it up, and we'll go to the back to the island. I think what do we have on there? We had fuel. I had two full wing tanks, and I burned about 100, so about 150 gallons on each drop tank. So we'll kind of get that fuel as we get out, because you can't fuel up here. So that slack is, you can see how the line's getting pulled in a little bit to bring that slack up. I could try it myself, but you have to move stuff around. So I have to like move this like that. See how it's starting to come now? Shoot. No. All right, right there. See how it's all green? I'm talking like that, and then the slack comes out. Ugh. Let's bump that. Just like that. Oh, we got a fish on. Fish on. Take that off here. Let's see what we got. Reel it in. Bring up the speed. I could throw the drag up just a little bit. You see how the line tension when I throw the drag up? I'm going to keep it at 40. It's a pretty decent sized fish, feels like. Let's see what we got. It's an earth shark. 81 pounds. Dang it. I'll release it. Very rare. See ya. There's another nurse shark. Man, where are these bones? I told you, bones are rare. They're hard to find. They're tough to fish for. They're not. That's why when you go bone fishing, it's that and permit. Permit's even worse. Like fly fishing for permit. Oh my gosh. I mean, you probably spend $1,000 easy, and you'll get maybe one shot, and I'm talking one cast out of permit, one or two casts, like in front of their face. That's how rare it is to catch one of those bad boys. They're hard fish to get. And apparently at a resort there's permit fishing, and I've never tried that yet. So I'm gonna have to try that one of these days and find out if we could do some inshore permit fishing. We'll see if that's the case for us. I don't know. We have about 15 minutes. See the slack up? So I'll bring the slack in. Okay, we'll hold that, and then I'm gonna pull it in. I'm gonna keep the auto reel off and just kind of make sure that we always have tight lines and no slack in the line. Let's see if we can't. I'm gonna have to keep moving the rod or reeling it in slowly. So far, it's good. Let's see here, 136. So the line's out about 136 feet, and we're doing good on the tension right now. We got a pretty good tight line there. It's quite fun. It's a fun little program. I like it. It's fun to have. It makes the sim. It makes it a little more, not just flying around. You fly around. You can go out and fish. For crying out loud, it's pretty cool. You gotta like the fish though. You gotta really like fishing and relaxing. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Be great to have some music going, right? We'll have to kind of pick up the line here in a minute. All right, chat. What do you guys want to do? You want to just fish for a minute and then head over to the island? What do you think? You guys tell me what you want to see. We gotta go to the. I gotta go to the island. I gotta bring them back. So that has to happen. We'll pack up our camp. So the cool thing about the camp utility, is that I could keep the camp stuff here. This camp has been set up for a week. It'll stay in the game. So if you flew to this island, you'd see, and you have the Go Camp utility, you'll see my camp here. Pretty pretty fun on your sim if we're all. It's pretty cool how they do that. All right, let me see if I can. We got some slack in the line. See how it's back down. I gotta find the sweet spot again. Oh my gosh. This helps because now I'm about 3 feet, 2 feet. There you go, 1.8. 6 feet, 5 feet, 4, 3, 7. All right, we're going to go back up. I got to reel that in, clean that slack up. I like it better like manual like this because it gives you something to do. Otherwise, you'd be like, do, 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 do. And there's 3 levels. There's medium, hard, and easy. Easy, I think there's like a fish like every minute. Medium is about more realistic. Hard is really hard. It's like one fish every like 30 minutes or something like that. I don't know. See how I'm moving it? It's just a little bit. The wind, it makes sense. The wind is blowing this way, so the line, you want the pole on this side because it's going to pull the line. That's kind of where you want that. So if the wind is coming in from this direction, right? It's going to be pulling the bait that way. Maybe. Ah, let's walk up just a touch and see if we can't. There we go. Because you can see as I pull, you can see how much slack we have. So I'm just going to kind of keep it tight. Walk it up. I'll reel it in now, just a little bit. All right. I'd say one more fish. We got 10 minutes really to go, and then we're done. Regardless, we're packing up. We have a schedule to hit. There's a fish on. Fish is on. Fish is on. Cool, cool, cool. Let's reel it in. Let's see what we got here. Nice and tight rod. I'll bring up that line tension. It's not too bad, so it's not a big fish. It's coming in pretty quick. And it's a little horse-eyed jack. About 3.5 pounds. We're going to release him. And that should do it. What do you think? We have 10 minutes to go on the watch before we're out of here. But you can kind of see how this works. Pretty interesting. And try chicken nugget. Should we throw a chicken nugget on here for the last 10 minutes and see what we can get? Let's try that. So look at this. You could go bait selection. I can scroll down to chicken. Look at this. Chicken nugget. Let's try that. I've never fished with it before. I have no idea how that's going to go. Let's see. Let's just see. We only have 10 minutes, so we'll fish the chicken nugget for 10 minutes. I don't expect to catch a darn thing with it, but it's fun. We've run out of live shrimp, and now we're using last night's dinner or something like that, right? So I'm bringing that slack in, guys. All right, let's see if I can walk it out. No, it doesn't like that. Doesn't like that. Let's see if we go. There's 10 feet. There's 3, 2. Oh, gotta bring that line in. Try that. There we go. It sucks because like right when you bring it in, you gotta keep reeling it in to keep that slack at bay. We'll be flying here shortly. Getting the good old Albie and head over to the resort. It's only about 30-minute flight. It's pretty quick. We'll, we'll climb to like 4,000 feet. We'll stay VFR, stay under the clouds, and we'll go from there. That's what I'm sure you all want to see is the flight, right? It's a good time. I like it. I sit there and listen to the music. I'll throw on auto reel. I'll do some other work, and then if I catch a fish, I'm like, oh sweet, I'll just reel it in. I did a lot of fishing. The last 3 days, I've been fishing this whole time. You kind of stuck without a boat, you know. You can just kind of walk the islands and up and around, and pretty funny. It's holding slack, so that's good. Have any of you tried this yet? This Go Fish app? Let me know if you've tried it because it'd be interesting to see what your take was. Caught on a crab. Grouper. That's all we got. I mean, we got a ton of nurse sharks around here. And you don't have to fish with this open. You can actually turn it off like this. The problem is you don't see your slack. So you don't know what the slack on the line's doing. It's kind of hard without that. I wish maybe they put a little gauge on there so you can see slack, no slack. It's real hard to catch a fish without it. You kind of need to see that stuff. See, like just that there, we lost 2.5 feet of slack. I gotta bring that slack in. There's 8 feet on this side. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it over here to the sun. Reel it in. There we are. Pops, can you pick where you want to fish? Yeah, you can pick anywhere you want to go. You can pick where you want to fish. I picked this spot because it's good. It's known for bonefish. So this is kind of where I picked. It's secluded. We flew the airplane in here, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be a nice spot." And somebody's island. It's it's not inhabited. Somebody owns it, but yeah, you can go anywhere you want, anywhere in the world. Long Island Sound. Oh, there you go. That would be fun. That would be fun. We should go to Montauk, do some surf casting for striped bass, right? Or the Long Island Sound, go up. Yeah. Flounder, maybe, some fluke. That'd be cool to do. Maybe we should do that on our return trip when we get back up to New York. That would be fun. That's what we do on our day off when the stupid Rangers lose every game. Just go to the Long Island Sound and have a fish. I didn't even think of that. I haven't even thought of that yet. And I was like, yeah, shoot. That would be fun just to see. Be pretty cool. Yeah, ghosting out there at Montauk Point. Take a boat. We can get on a boat. And seriously, in the simulator, I have a boat. We have a yacht. We could take that yacht out. I wish they built a fishing yacht. They don't. They just have a big yacht. It's huge. The thing's like 62 feet. Massive. All right, folks. What is it? We got 4 more minutes to go here. Um, like I said, I'll give the chicken nugget a chance. I'm gonna reel it in. All right, we're gonna the last 4 minutes. Let's do some Let's do some shrimpers. Let's see if we can't get another fish on a shrimp. All right, so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to say that's a live shrimp. I don't know what the difference is between that guy and that guy. Let's try that one. We've had some good luck with this guy with bonefish. All right, let's give it a cast. About 144 feet out there. Way out there. Can never get that on a fly rod, by the way. Maybe 60 feet if you're lucky, 60, 70 feet on a fly rod. That's one of the things I'm going to suggest. Hey, can you get a fly rod in here? It'd be really cool. Of course, you'd have to like maybe have a joystick to go up, up and down with the fly. That would be fun. Take some of the slack out of the water. Let's see if we can't get some bad slack out. Nope. That's holding. All right, guys, we got another about 2 minutes, and then we're packing it up and heading out of here. And we'll get the flight ready to go. I'll clean up the campsite, and we're out of here. Until next week, where we do it all over again. And next week, I think I'm going to do a deep sea ride. We'll take a boat out. And I don't have to stream that. I'm just going to do it during the week or whatever. Unless you guys want to see it, you tell me. But I'm gonna try not to stream. I'll try to take because I want like a week off where I don't have to worry about it. It's like my vacation. After all that flying we did, oh my gosh. You think there'd be like a bell going off at 12:58? That would be fun. Yeah, Long Island Sound. I didn't even think about it. Maybe we can get some fluke. I wonder if they have like fluke flounder, bluefish. I did catch a bluefish once in the Bahamas. I was like, what is a bluefish doing here? I'll show you. I think it was in December when I started. Right here, look at this blue. It's a bluefish. It's about 10 pounds, 9.4 pounds on December 30th. That's interesting. I was like, what is a bluefish doing out here? I think I was on a boat. Can't remember if it's from the shore or if I was on the boat. I don't know. 16-inch bluefish. Very interesting. Okay, got about a minute to go. And we're packing it up. All right, folks, I think we are done. Let's go and clean it up. Let's go and get the the good news is we're good with our clients. We got them the bonefish they paid for. So I'm okay with bringing it home. Let's go. Let's pack it up. Bring it in. Bink. All right. And we're going to click stop fishing now. And I'll go ahead and throw that down. We're going to walk back to our boat, our airplane. And then we're going to clean up this mess. We're going to roll the aircraft out of here. You've got to be really careful of these rocks and crap on this beach. So I brought it up to here, and you could see that that's really a rocky shoreline. I tried to make it better, but there's not much I can do. All right, so we're going to pack this up. You can see how windy it is now. Our airplane's all the way over there. We'll pull it back on this side. All right, so what we're going to end up doing is packing up. So what I'm going to do is go to here. We're going to go and open the Campout utility, which is this guy. They're waiting for it. What's the cost of this app? It's $20. I think it was $20 just for the. It's pretty cheap for the app. It's pretty cool. Okay, if I go like this, so I could share it. That's pretty cool. I could share this entire thing with somebody, which I think is fun. The airplane needs to move. Okay, I gotta move the airplane over really quick, so let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna jump in the aircraft, and we're gonna move it out of the trees because it just got blown away. I'm going to rotate it like this. Oops. Like that. Let's go ahead and stay. It was about right here when I started. I'm just slewing it. Sorry, but it was kind of like this. And I'm going to hit Control Y. Or maybe not. Or was it? Nope. Shift Y maybe? Or what? Alt Y? It was one of these Ys. Shift Y. There it is. All right. Sweet. Let's go outside. Get back to our camp here. We're going to load it all up into our airplane. I wonder if I can open the door. I can't open the door, but all right, let's see about the camp utility. That's my tent. All right, let's go like this. And there's a way to pack this up, like in a lickety split. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna box it all up. There we go. We put it all away. We're done. So leave no trace, right? That's like a scout motto here. And while we're at it, I'm gonna do a walk around inspection on the airplane because we're gonna get to go and fly in here. This airplane's been subjected to salt water for the last week, so it's gonna need a nice bath when we get home, and a lot of maintenance, I'm sure of it, with that salt water. It's a killer. Struts look good. We're gonna open those engine cowlings. Not too bad. You definitely don't want to take off with this thing flying around here. You can't see your airspeed indicator, so that's coming off. What am I doing holding the fishing pole? That needs to go away. See how the airplane's rolling away because of the wind? Hey, where are you going? Right, we're not going to dilly-dally too much. Holy smokes. All right, let me get in the aircraft. It should not be rolling away on me. Okay. I'm going to go settings. I just want to make sure our controls are good for the flight. Controller, I want to do drone. There we go. That's what I wanted to. All right. So our camp's packed up. We're in the airplane. I do need to set the fuel, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. We got happy clients, which I'm happy about. And we are rocking and rolling. Here we go. All right, so there's our catch for the week. Pretty cool. We're going to go to our aircraft. I'm going to go to flight performance. Yep. Okay. So we're putting a few people in here. We got to put their weights in. So let's do that. And then we'll do over this side. We'll say 190. How's that? And then over here, we'll have somebody in the what range? Yeah, 195 range. 170 maybe. There's 4 passengers total. 170. I forgot what we brought in. All right, and then our cargo set. We had 150 pounds of camp equipment. We'll throw that in the back. And then I had about, you figure it's about 100 pounds of bags. And then, so you figure all that with the tents, and it's probably less than 150 pounds, but 100 pounds of bags with 4 people. Our fuel, we got to make sure we had full fuel on our main tanks. It doesn't save the panel state, unfortunately, so you kind of got to do this. But I know exactly how much fuel I ended with when we landed. We had nothing in the external tanks, so I know I had 0 fuel in the external tanks, and I had some in the auxiliary tanks. So I did have about it was 212. We burned about 100 gallons each getting here, so that's about right. So I'm going to click in this, load the aircraft, and load immediately, and then it sets it. So if I look around the flight deck now, I could kind of see, folks, There should be there's somebody tucked back there in that seat as well. What the heck? They're way back there. Maybe. They should be. I don't know. Okay, that's on cabin air. I'm going to throw on. Dome light's coming off. Okay, let's get back in and let's get this thing started. Okay, coming upstairs, we're going to take the gust locks off. We don't want that. These two fuels are good. Let's go ahead and throw the battery switch to the on position. Battery switch is on. I want to start my, hang on, I got to start. Sorry, I'm like right in front of the camera. I got to start the the butt kicker. Okay, battery switch is coming on. We're going to go ahead and open the oil coolers and the cowl flaps. Great. Nav is coming on. Beacons, anchors off. And we've got that started. We're going to come down here. We're going to go ahead and start our where are you? It's oil heat. Rudder's off. Where is my dang? There it is. Radio master. We're going to throw that on. Get the Garmin fired up and let's get out of here. This would be the life. I'm telling you right now, this would be so cool. All right, let's prime the engine. Okay, primed up. I'm going to go ahead and throw the pump on. I'm going to throw the drop tank to float. Because our fuel is out here in that float tank. It's about 100 pounds. All right, we're going to go ahead and fire up number one here. I've got this to cut off. Let's go ahead and start it up. Fuel's coming in. Got to keep cranking it. Come on, baby. Kick over. Is she lit? Nope. Didn't want to light. All right, let's try it again. Got to make sure our magneto's good. That's why. It's good to have electricity on those mags. All right, now let's try it. Coming back. She should light now. Fuel in. Come on, you brute. Turn over. There we go. You can see it coughing all sorts of smoke. Welcome to radials, man. They don't have oil on the ground. There ain't nothing's working. All right, good. We got the oil flaps open. We're going to go and prime the next engine. I'll shut off the fuel boost pump now. Run that. All right, let's prime that. Engine number 2. Okay, fire it up. Fuel in. Come on, baby, light. Light it up. These radials do not like to light at all. There she goes. Definitely coughing. All right, we're going to come down here now. I'm going to turn on the generators. There we are. We got to warm up the engines a little bit. probably a nice temperature out here. It's 18 degrees Celsius, so it's pretty warm. It's not warm, but you can say it's freezing. Oh, where is it? Where's my paperwork? I just had it. Everything I needed on this. Well, I had it somewhere, guys. I don't know what I got it. Oh well. Looking for my checklist. Here it is. Found it. I know I'm not crazy. All right, we got the cow flaps open. Lighting's good. Master's on. Left, right fuel pump switches are good. We got the engine started. We're good on that. Our pressure is probably going to be 2992 because of the magnetos are good. Primer set. Oil pressure's checked. Cabin doors are closed. Left, right fuel pump switches are off. Rudder boost pumps coming on. Rudder boost to on. Elevator trim. Make sure it's set neutral. It's coming right there. Yeah, that's good. Transponders on standby. We're going to actually put that transponder out. VFR standby's on. I mean, transponder's on. Okay, you guys ready? This is going to be a lot of fun taxiing on this water. Because if you don't, you have to use asymmetrical thrust for it. It's going to take a lot of breakaway thrust. Get this airplane rolling. Okay, I'm going to go real slow over here. Oh, can you imagine going into this? Bust a tire. Thank goodness the props are high. Okay, once we get in the water line here, we'll kind of keep going with the gear down so we can get some good good speed going here with the hull. Once she starts to float, like right now, gear coming up. I want to put a transfer on there too on the pumps. Float tanks coming up. All right. So the airplane's going to want to go into the wind. So that's fine with me, but we can't take off like this. So I'm going to need a little more bump. So what I'm going to do is push engine number 1 here up so we can get this airplane turning in the right direction. It's going to be a little bit windy. This airplane can take a lot of swells, let me tell you, big swells too. Certified for up to 10-foot swells. And this this aircraft, we're taking it on the port side now, but we got to kind of clear this inlet. As long as I'm pushing that bow more toward the starboard here. And then we'll kind of turn into the wind as we're taking it on the port. Right now the waves in the Bahamas estimated waves right now, guys, are pushing about 3-foot swells in about 8 seconds. So we're talking about 3 feet, 8. Pushing number 2 up. While it's warming up, I'm going to run the checklist here. I don't need pitot heat. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about that. All right, let's throw our lights on. Down here. So we got beacon lights coming on, nav lights are on, strobe lights are coming on. Landing lights are going to go extended. I'm going to throw those on now. I'll let the airplane list. Here come the flaps. Yeah, the airplane's going to just kind of go weather vane in that wind here. I want to see if we have enough runway. We don't. We don't need to go all the way into the wind. I could take off with a slight, but I'd rather go bow in because it's just a little easier that way. Yeah, I'm going to need to turn more out this way. Let's go more toward the bay. Three-foot swells. Holy smokes. You can see what I'm doing. I'm pushing that one engine up. Trying to get more speed. I can turn this aircraft out of the waves here. I mean, get it on the port side. And then we'll taxi on the step. I'm just trying to do this. Transponder's good. Flaps are good. Yeah, let's keep on this track. And then I will swing it around just a touch. All right, we're ready. How's the fishing going, Sean? We already fished. Hello from 42 HQ, just dropping in to say thank you for sharing your experience with the products in your community. Hey, I gotta, is Edison, I've got to email Edison. If you're still watching, I gotta talk to you. We're doing a fishing tournament with our virtual airline. Using the Go Fish app, and I've got to email Edison. So I don't know. I've met him with at Expo, so I got to see if. I mean, we don't want anything, but it'd be fun. We've got a whole flyer made up. It's gonna be cool. All right, guys, we're ready to go. Let's go on the step. Once we get on the step, it's like 20 knots. We can't really do anything right now until we can get on the step. And this aircraft step is about 20 knots. So what I'm going to do is pull. You see how it's just nice and easy. You see how the airplane's on the step now? Just going to keep feeding in that water. Feeding in the throttle.
On taxi.
Bow up.
On taxiway.
Just try to keep the wings level, little bit rudder. Right about there. Hold it right there. Little bit. You're using a little bit of rudder. I'm going to pull back. Come on, baby. Get up. Get up. Right there. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Nose down. Get some airspeed back. There we go. We're flying now. All right, let's turn out. Match those engines up. Okay. Flaps up. Let's take the happy clients. Dude, like, I don't know if Parallel's watching, but because of the Go Fish app at Coastal Airways, our virtual airline, we have now bought an island resort and we do fishing charters. So we're using Go Fish to actually produce revenue for us, which is really cool. Like, we could have never done that before. So yeah, it's really cool to have you on. A really fun app, and with the camping app, it's super fun to do. All right, guys, we're gonna climb up to, just got to keep it VFR. Maybe about 2,500. We'll see how that's not a long flight. It's very quick. So we're gonna start turning out toward the island, our resort, I should say. Yeah, it's real fun. It's been really fun to have, and we've got a fishing tournament coming out, and I'm gonna hold the 030 heading here. Let's see what happens. So you guys kind of see how it's protected. You know, now this area is protected from the Atlantic, from those winds. You still get the winds, but we were pretty good. And I've got this marked on my GPS so we can come back here, which is fun. Let's go to, what do you think those cloud deck is? Let's see how we do at 2,500. We might have to climb a little higher than that. You said you actually have your own flying boat hand built. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's probably the best flying I've ever done. Is that, you know, is a flying boat, which I love. My seaplane rating was the add-on, was the best thing I've ever done. I mean, I love fishing and I love flying. So if I can combine both of those things, man, why not, right? And if you're a frequent flyer on this channel, you'll know right away. Really enjoy it. Yeah, so thanks for stopping by, Parallel. It's awesome. We love it. It's super fun. Flaps are up. See how you can see this island chain. This is the Exumas. Let's see if we can stay VFR here. I'll start pulling some throttle back. Get that manifold down about, RPM is going to come down. Get some more bite out of that air. I'm going to choke out the mixture to normal. There we are. I think we're sitting pretty. We're beelining right toward our resort. I tried posting email here. Won't let me do it. No, what's weird? I have is yeah, I have Edison's card. Like, he and I, we've discussed. We've talked a lot, you know. In yeah, Discord. That's it. Sean, could you give him our Discord? I don't know if you could. Yeah, I mean, he would. We were just chatting, and I work with Navigraph, so it was just quite fun to see. I've done a couple blog posts about Parallel 42. We used the Campout not about it, but we used it with our blog in like the backcountry of Idaho. It was really cool. Real fun stuff. I'm going to pull this back to about 30. There we go. Right there. 98 gallons per hour. Sean, I forgot to start A-Cars. Dang it. So A-Cars is not started. And this is a quick flight, guys. It's right away. And I want to check something really quick. So when we land at the resort, in real life, permit is a big deal here at this island resort that we bought. And it was really on sale, I got to tell you. Like Sean was asking, he's like, did you just pull this out of the hat? And I said, no, it was really on sale in real life for $15.9 million. And at Coastal Airways, we simulate everything. We simulate all the pricing, and every airport we land at, we simulate it, how much it would cost, and the whole 9 yards. You guys know. So we bought the island for $15.9 million. The resort. It's a resort. So we get about $600,000 per month. And then this, we do this on top with our A-Cars. So with A-Cars, I'll be able to record this, and we'll get half of the money. If somebody went and said, all right, I want a 4-day, like, roughing it excursion, fly fishing the flats in the Bahamas, what would you charge? And we're charging that. So when we land, I can report this to our A-Cars program. Then we get paid like we were actually taking a group of clients fly fishing in the flats in the Bahamas. So it's pretty cool. All right, let me get to the comments. Would love to participate however we can. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me show you. Let me see if I can show you the flyer we made. Because we want to do this like a fly-in. We're just like, we should fly into our resort because we have an airstrip here. And then we're going to do Wahoo. We're just targeting Wahoo, deep sea stuff. So we got a boat. That's what I would love to see. I know there's a boat right now. We have a yacht. But they don't have like a fishing yacht. It would be awesome to have like with a tuna bridge, something. I don't know. We could chat, but let me show you really quick what we got cooking. I'll show you the flyer, guys. Let me get that pulled up. Maybe you can see it. Let me pull our flyer up, and I'll send this to you guys. I'll send it to Edison or Edson. Let me see. Is it in our... No, it's not there. It's going to be in our... No, I can't find... I'll find it. Let's make sure I'm on the right one. We got to go to screenshots. No, group flights. It would be under group flights, right? Sean, I think I put it under group flights. Let's see what we got. Yeah, here we go. All right, this is it. I'm going to show you on screen what we got going on. Let me save the photo. I'll save the image. What's really cool about this, like Go Fish and Camp, it really enables us to be a little more creative and then just flying to A to B, right? So now we can not only fly to the resort, but we could go and fish. Right, we could do all this fun stuff that we could never do before because of this. So it's really cool. I got it right here. All right, so do you see that right here? This is going to be our tournament. We got a Wahoo tournament. We'll stream this. I probably might go public with it so anybody can do it. We want to do teams of 2, which would be fun, and then. It's going to be CPR, which means it's catch, photo, release, and so you got to take a photo of it, and it's limit of 5 Wahoo per team, so we only get 5 catches, which is hard to catch Wahoo, by the way. And then whoever has the best total length, whatever team has the best total length, wins. And we'll have it on medium mode. late policy, and there's going to be a disqualified, so you've got to be in the port by 10 p.m. or something like that. I think we put in there. So this is kind of what we're doing. We're doing this on the 27th, I believe, of February. So the end of the month. And if we need to push it more, we can. But this is just something that I thought we were thinking of. My buddy John, who flies for us, he did one Bonefish Classic, and I was, just to test it out. And I'm like, we got to do something fun. So I thought this would be awesome to do. Where you fly into the airport, take a boat, go deep seaing, or whatever. You fly your airplane on the open water, whatever you want to do. So anyway, that's kind of what we got. What are your thoughts, guys? Is that something that would be fun? All right, so the island is coming up. I got to turn about 10 more degrees, and I can see it right there. You see the teal water up ahead? Kind of pointing the bow right at it. I shouldn't say the bow. In the air, it's an airplane, so the nose of the aircraft. When we land, and we'll land on the land on this one. Sean said, I was looking at some boats and I saw a few more options. I did see it, but in 24 they didn't work. Just that one yacht worked, and that was it. So, yeah, it's quite fun. Oh man, we're losing power. Holy smokes, I need to bump this puppy up. We need to be cruising at throttles at 36-ish on manifold, and about 2,400 on our RPM, which is a cruise climb. Cruise 1,800 RPM, manifold 30. Oops. I don't know what the heck that is. Discord. All right, so we want to go 30 on the manifold, and then about 18 on the RPM. And that's going to give us a little more bite. It's going to bite the air a bit better. But we're headed right to Hawk's Nest right there. That's incredible. Definitely get in touch. We will. I'll definitely get in touch with you, buddy. It'll be fun. Like, it'd just be fun to do. It'd be fun to do something. If collab, that'd be awesome too. Get all people in there. It'd be great. Again, it enables us to be more creative, right? Like this would have never been possible what we're doing right now, ever. And it was just a lot of fun. Gosh, we did one. I couldn't go. It was in San Diego, but the boys flew in and they had a good time. They really did. I was watching it on the stream. I was just having fun with it. All right, guys. Well, we're heading toward. It's called Hawk's Nest. Is our resort right off of Cat Island. It's supposed to be some pretty darn good wahoo fishing too. Looks like the weather in Nassau, which we're going to use their weather. 290 at 10 knots, so it's going to be coming in from, we're going to have a nice crosswind. 290. I think we'll shoot a downwind. We'll do a right-hand pattern. And the island, guys, the island's about 350 acres. The resort, I should say. It's about 350 acres. Has a full marina. Has diesel fuel there. Avgas, we had to barge it in. That cost us I don't know how much. But we calculated all this crap. It's pretty bumpy out here. Which I'd expect with that wind. It's been pretty windy all week in the Bahamas. And yes, I'm getting this aircraft repainted into coastal colors, which is going to be cool. I think it cost us what? About $1 million, 1.1 with all the goods in the back. That's pretty cool. Oops, plenty of gas. Yeah, well, thanks for stopping by. It's appreciate it, man. We'll definitely hit you up and see what you think. Super fun. It's gonna be frustrating because we're targeting a species. It's not gonna be easy. And like think about the fishing grounds, guys. It's gonna be down. I did my research. The fishing grounds are about 20 miles offshore, and that's about 30 to 40 minutes on a boat going 27 knots. So I'm going to bring a boat. Everybody probably will fly there. I'm going to bring a boat because it's more realistic. That's super fun. All right, so there's the island right there. And we're going to go ahead and kind of line up for basically a extended downwind, and then we'll flip around. I'm going to go downwind over the water first, and then we'll prepare for the landing. And then once we land, we'll let our passengers off. We'll shut the airplane down. I'm going to go to the other side of the island here, and they said there's permit. Now, I don't know. I've got to find out when the permit season is. It might not be in season right now for it. But the Berry Islands, I flew to this is how cool this app is. I flew up to the Berry Islands, which is like a permit haven. They call that the Black Devil. As you guys know, I'm an avid fly fisherman. I love fly fishing, and I love saltwater fly fishing. So the Black Devil is one of those fish. It's very elusive. It's a permit, but the Berry Islands are known for permit fishing in the Bahamas. So this is how cool the app is. I flew up to the Berry Islands one day, and it's inshore fish, so it's flats. And sure enough, you could catch a permit. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. They have the Black Devil here. So that's how cool the app is. It changes with seasons, times, and all that. We got to get a fly rod. We got to get some fly rod action going on. Be sweet. All right, guys, descent. We're going to supercharge. We don't have to worry about that. Throttles. We're going to maintain about 20 manifold on our descent, but we're only at 2,500 feet, so it's not like we have to worry about anything really. The island's right ahead, straight ahead. We're going to flip around. Matter of fact, I'm wondering if we're going to line up this way, because this runway lines up basically where almost east-west. We're going to have I think we're going to have to flip around. It's going to give us a better headwind. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to fly it downwind here. Can you guys see the runway? It's right off of the windscreen. If you land this way, it's really hard because you have like a 2,000 foot displaced threshold. You'll see. It is everything you can do to stop the airplane. It's a short runway. It's a private runway. It's in real life, the resort owns it. It's really cool because you can fly your airplane in here, stay at the resort, fish. Kind of what we set up. Our whole ACARS program's ready for this. So, and I've got to do that, Sean. Maybe I'll do that on the next run. All right, guys. So we're going to start our descent down to about 1,000 feet. We'll keep everything open. Boost pumps on. And then we'll maintain about 115 to about 130 knots. We'll go max RPM. I'm going to start doing that now. Let me go ahead and descend. Let's descend down to 1,000 feet. Let's go about 1,300, 1,200 feet. And I need to get the vertical speed up. Do about 500 feet a minute. I don't want to shot cool the engines. That's never a good thing. Push those RPMs up until those lights go out. I'm going to lose some airspeed. Pull down that manifold. There we go. You can see the runway right there. That's our runway. Pretty cool. On the manifold right there. All right, we're going to go full power on the RPM now. Mixture's coming full. All right, I got to see what I'm doing. Turn a few degrees. Now the permit would be on this side of the island. The problem is the wind is coming in from about to the north. So you would be, if you were fly fishing, it would be really hard because you got 20 knots in your face. That'd be hard to do. There's like, you would want to get a shot downwind. So you'd probably want to, like a flat bottom boat, to get down there, and then you can cast downwind. And then you can get a better shot at them. But so we're basically just flying a downwind. Nice, far off the bay here, just to keep the noise levels down. How we doing now? 1,200. Let's go down to 1,000. I'll take over here in a minute. This airplane is so docile to fly. It really, really is nice. Okay, fuel's in. That's good. Keep that manifold at 20. All right, 1 notch of flaps. Landing lights, I don't have anything, I can shut them off. Are they on? Yep. Alright, landing lights are on, we're good. We're going to start our downwind here, our base leg, right about now. Okay, I'm kicking the autopilot off. Flight director. Okay, flap 2, gear down. Bring up that speed just a touch. There we go. This is how you run the approach here. We're going to level off a little bit, give it some power, and roll in. See where the shoreline is here? We're going to follow that shoreline right to the runway. Flap full. Give it a little juice. Now I'm going to just do kind of an extended base. See how we're going sideways? That wind is brutal. So you're going to follow this shoreline here. Oh, you guys are going to love this landing. 25 knots. Flaps are full. Gear is down. So I can look here. I can see the gear. Good. See how we're going sideways? Lovely. Speed's coming up. I gotta make sure I got full power on this thing, full RPM. I can't see, hang on. If I do that, I'm gonna stall the plane. Yeah, we're at full. Oh gosh. Feels like I'm in the MD-80 again. Crosswind from you know where. Oh look, a boat.
2, 6.
So the marina is right here. You could actually, I'll show you the marina here. See if I can take some of that out. Shift into a headwind. There's a sailboat
Approaching 26.
right by the runway threshold that we don't want to hit, so we got to kind of stay on the high side. As I take off his sail. Just lost the controller. Reversers. Man, it's a lot of rudder. Trying to keep her on the center line. My controller dropped. That's what happened when it paused like that. Well, welcome to the island, guys. The resort. Now this airplane's going to go in for a lot of maintenance with all that saltwater exposure for the last week. Right? So there's 10 rooms and there's like resort. There's houses here on this side. We own all of this. This whole thing is... I would love to get scenery here. It's actually in real life. You can see this resort. It's pretty cool. And then on this side, it's Cliff's place. I'll give you guys a tour of the island. How's that? Of the resort. I should have got the Juice Goose. I haven't installed that yet. I need to install that. All right, that's good right there. We'll let it cool down. Put the brakes on. Let those engines settle a little bit. It was a crazy landing with a crosswind again. I kept the airspeed up because of the wind, guys. You should have been about 90 knots on the landing, but because of the wind, the way it was doing, you want to keep that keep your Q up a little bit. Let's see. All right, let's go retract on the landing lights. I'll give you a tour of the island here. We'll go off. Strobes coming off. Let's get you shut down. How are we doing on the temperature? See how the carb temp's looking good. These are radials. You got to baby these bad boys. This is good. That's good. That's good. That's good. You can see your cylinder head temperature in the green, so you're good there. And we're going to go ahead and shut down number 2. I wish there was better sound for these dang radials. These radials, they're so cool. There's nothing like a radial engine. Problem is the sound. Now that's off. And drop tanks coming off. That's off. I got to write down my fuel status. And we will shut down the battery here in just a minute. Let's go ahead and throw this to off. Off. And then last but not least, I got to throw out our radio off. Boost pumps coming off. Gust locks coming on because of the wind. So we're just going to go ahead and pull this back. That's back. Latch down and then throw the gust lock out. So this way the throttles don't get nailed. And then we're going to throw the battery switch to the off position. Right there. And we'll chalk the aircraft. Open the doors. We'll get our everybody off the airplane. So I'm going to go left side door open. We're going right side door open. Main exit's open. Ladder's coming up. Throw the shocks on, Scott, and then we'll squat it. Sweet. All right, I'm going to write down the fuel because I don't want to spend money on the next. Well, we'll probably be fine on this, taking this fuel status back to that island that we were at. Unless we go for like permit or something, which is going to be up to the Berry Islands, and then we're spending a lot more money on gas because it's like a 2-hour trip on this airplane. This airplane's a slug. It doesn't fly very fast. Yeah, all this is simulated for us, guys. I mean, the amount of money we have to spend on low lead, the whole 9 yards. All right, 338 in the mains, and then we got 75 in the aux. And then let's go outside. I'll show you the, I'm going to give you the tour of the resort. How's that? And we can see what's going on here. Let's go outside. Oh yeah, I got to hook up my my controller. That's what kind of locked up on final, was when the controller disconnected. It all went downhill. I got to get it. Hang on. It's way down here. Oh. Try not to get up. Hit wires. Oh boy. Gosh. All right, there's so much crap that gets stuck everywhere. It's nuts. Okay, we're in business. I got it. No, it feels not good to fly in HTM for a few. Wait, what'd you say, Sheldon? It feels good not to fly in NHTL. Yes, yes, it feels good to have 4 weeks off where I don't have to worry about flying. I can fly some GA stuff because normally we're flying. It's full tilt for us guys. It's every dang week we're flying the New York Rangers somewhere, or the Mammoth somewhere, or I know Marco, he's loving life too. We gotta, and you guys know the beginning of the season was absolutely, it was full tilt. It was not, we didn't get a break, nothing. It was straight up. There's a little maintenance facility here. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna show you the marina now. I'll show you where we're gonna launch the boats. So it's just be pretty cool. You see the birds flying around. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I need the juice goose here, because then I can just drive around instead of walking. Should be even better. There's a trailhead. Where's that dang trailhead, you guys? Did I miss it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut my way over there. Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna bushwhack till I get to my trailhead, which is not there. Where the heck was that trailhead? All right, that's what I just walked. Is it on the other side? There is a trailhead somewhere. I'm not messing around. I know there's a trailhead. I just can't remember if it's more east of here. I gotta think about this. Huh. All right, let's try it. I promise there is a trailhead somewhere. All right, I'm gonna do some bushwhacking until I can find the dang thing. Oh yeah. There's no way I'm getting through that. Okay, let's go this way. I know where it is. I know where it is. I'm kidding. I got it. I thought it was behind this, but it's not. It's more this way. And I haven't had time to even like explore this island because I've been so dang busy flying charters all the hockey season. It's been nice to take a nice 3 weeks off, right? Sad to hear about the retirement of the MD-11s. Well, yes, but I think it's not worth you know, it's probably not worth the added inspections plus the new, the safety measures they're going to have to do to get that pylon. And you guys know the DC-10 was plagued with that. I'm trying to cut across here and see if I can't see it. The DC-10 was the same thing. It was just plagued with that stuff. So same kind of crap, right? All right. I promise we're going there. It's over here. I gotta come across this. But I do hear you. I get it. I mean, I know you guys, there's a lot of MD-11 fans out there, but when I saw that thing let go like that and come off I knew it was the pylon. I'm like, nope, it's got to be the same dang thing as that DC-10 that crashed out, Flight 191 in Chicago. It was the same thing. It just blew the engine off and very eerie. Yeah, there's a trail. I told you there was a trail. I told you there is a trail and a pathway to the marina, which is going to be our yacht. Our yacht's over here somewhere. Come with the island. 15.9 million. Nice. Isn't this place cool? And this is the fault. That'd be awesome. I know one of our kind of looking around to see how hard it would be to do some scenery design just for this resort. If the incident never happened, would Coastal have thought about leasing? No, probably not. It's a 3-engine aircraft. I would be better buying. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys heard, Coastal bought 2 777 freighters because we got one getting ready to go out the door here soon, and we got another ready to go as well. So this is the marina. Here it is, beautiful bay. You can see how gorgeous this is. Lots of flats fishing here. The permit is probably going to be on the south side of the island. I don't know. I've never fished this one yet, so it's very shallow water. So, I mean, we're talking probably a foot. And then this marina is really dredged out deep, so you can get a nice boat through here and not worry about dragging the hull up. I'll show you. And this is going to be Cliff's Bar, Cliff's Place. If you guys watch my channel, Cliff is my FO. In the MD-80s, he's always trying to kill me. So I've actually said, you're going to be a bartender now at the resort. I can't get it to work. It's FS2 crew. I can't now get it to work on the airplane. I don't know why it won't work. We have to bushwhack here a little bit, but that's all right. It's pretty cool stuff. So you guys can see the boat ramps here. This is where there's a weigh-in center, kind of little marina. There's a fuel station here for boats. It's actually pretty cool. I mean, you could think about not just the resort, but the marina makes money too. The gas, the fuel. There's some fishing charters that come out of here. I'm talking about real life. So there's a lot of cool things that we could do. Here's our yacht. We got a yacht out here that come with the island where we bought it. So, hey, 15.9 million, I expect good stuff. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, wow, look at this. Gonna have to do some maintenance on this thing. Anyway, the dock's a little high, so you got to walk up there, but that's where it is. All right, guys, let's see what's in this water column. Probably, I would venture to guess the same. We'll see. Let's pull up the Go Fish app and we'll see. This is the deepest part of this marina. It's deep. You can see the water gets real dark. Like if you look at a satellite view, it's just really dark here just because of you know, you can get some pretty good vessels coming through. All right, let's see. I just want to see what kind of fish are here. So if I click Go Fish, we're going to go salt water. We're going to scroll down to available fish at this location. Okay. So we've got bonefish and Assa grouper. So what you don't see, which is very interesting, you don't see a nurse shark. Isn't that cool? So the nurse shark's gone. We got bonefish here and grouper. It's good to know on this side. I want to go to the other side of the island now and see if we can't get some permit. Let's see if we can get some permit going on. Man, look at this place. This is awesome. I'm just going to go like this. See if we can't get out to this jetty. It probably won't change. It's probably going to be the same. But I want to see the south side of the island, which is basically off that runway. On the other side is a really nice flats area. And we could get in a boat and I can show you too. All right, let's see. It's probably going to be the same species. It's a little just deeper. But let's see what we got here. This is just me looking at what's available. Yeah, okay, the same stuff. Good. You guys want to get in the boat or you want me to walk around? Chat, what do you want me to do? You want me to get in a boat? We can go driving out there? Up to you. It's your call. Yeah, why not? Let's get in the boat. Let's go to the marina, get in the boat. I'll be here when the 777 freighters go on the channel. Yeah. Do you like the 777, Sheldon? I got to tell you, I don't know if I'm going to fly the 777, guys. I don't know. I'm waiting for the 75, obviously, when it comes out. We've got those on order as well. What, 13? What do we order? 13? 13 75s. We got 3 777s as of now. We've got 1 passenger. We're not flying passenger service. We're flying charter service. So we're doing military charters with those, as well as Olympic charters. We flew a couple of times to Milan and back, which was fun. All right, let's go ahead and get on the boat. What do you think? What do you think? Boat. All right, let's get on the boat. So what I got to do is go like this. We're going to go to end the flight. I got to fire up the boat. Find out where she is. There's a 74. There's 2 boats. There's that one, and there's another one. I'm just going to make sure I get the right one. See, these boats don't work because they're from 2020. They're kind of meh. They don't work very well. So this is 24. So let's see what we have. Now, did you guys see it? I passed it. I must have passed it. Maybe that was the only boat. We'll check. I think it was the only one, so that's the one we're gonna get. Yep. Just want to make sure I didn't miss it. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. There she is. So you see the marina, how cut that is? Pretty deep there, right? So we're going to just do a custom. We're going to set as departure. On the ground shutdown. Love them. I know an overseas airline has put an order. Ah, yeah. All right. Let's get on it. All right. Let's,
Runway awareness. Okay.
wait a minute. I
Feet.
got to figure out. I got it this way. Hang on. I got to change this really quick. I got to change my settings and I got to throw the gear up. That's what it is. So when you start this boat, make sure the gear's up because if not, it's going to launch you up and over and you're going to be like, what the heck? So you can see how the boat's sitting in the air. Well, watch when I throw the gear up. Let's see. I might have to restart it because the gear. All right, what are you doing? Throwing in reverse here. All right, let me try this one more time. It's on the dock. We're going to do a restart with the gear up this time. All right, that's done. All right. All right, why? Okay, throttle. Don't go backwards. All right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Y. Spin this thing. Get me in the right direction here. Pull me out. All right, there we go. Get me at least pointed at the right direction. Okay. I think it's Alt Y. Nope. Enter Y. Nope. Shift Y. Nope. Okay. Now remember, there's a lot of wind. So there we go. So I'm going to do this outside. So show you what we're going to do here. There's a lot of wind coming in. Just like any vessel, you're going to hit some crosswinds. It's going to try to pull the boat over. There's no sound on it. There kind of is sometimes, but that's a nice boat, isn't it? Jeez. You kind of want to keep it in the marina as best you can. Pretty cool, isn't it? So imagine taking this thing out you're going to go 27 knots. At full power, this thing goes 27, which is very fast for a boat, actually. For a vessel like this, it's like 64 feet or something like that. Yeah, we're going at a good clip. We're steaming. All right, once we come around here, we get in some deeper water, I can open it up a bit. And we'll kind of drive around the island. All right, here we go. I'm going to open it up. Okay, here we go. Let's go. It's pretty fun, isn't it? This is so cool. Oh, it's fun. There we are. So you can see, watch, as I'll throw the engine to idle, and I'm going to show you the fish may have changed on this thing. So if I go to, I'm going to go to, you can throw a flight plan in here, you can see where we're going. I'll let the boat do its thing, go into the wind a little bit. throw it in reverse, done, and then I'll let it list, and we'll drop the anchor, and then I'll show you. The anchor is right there. Maybe. Hang on just a minute. I can't remember. I thought there it goes. Okay. So see how it's pretty much stationary now. So if we go to go fish, where my thing? This guy. Oh, it starts us on the water. It's just because that's my dude. Don't mind how I got on here. I got to use, there we go. So we can stand on the plank on the back of the boat, and then we can fish off of here. And that's fun. So if we went to this, where is it? It might be a different, what I'm saying is it might be a different fish set. Yeah. So when I reset the line here, I got to do that anyway. I'm going to click stop fishing, start fishing, salt water, and you can see, do we have any fish? The only fish, see, evaluating, so there's no really fish here at this location, so you'd want to keep going offshore. So let's go ahead and click stop fishing. I'm going to get back in the boat. We'll start it up, and we're going to go to the other side of the island. I want to show you kind of, I like driving it up here, because I could see. Here we are. All right, boat, don't you dare get in the wind that bad. Let's watch that sailboat. What do you guys think? This is what we're going to do on the 27th. Wait a minute. Is the navigation's nav on right now? I wonder. I haven't messed with that yet. So I wonder if that's on. If I turn the... Yes, that's cool. Let's see. We got autopilot on. It's going to hold a course. That's cool. So we'll hold the course on it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know if it's going to turn the other way. Let's see. I'm trying to roll it. All right, let's see if we can turn this thing. Autopilot heading. Let's see if it turns a course. Nay. All right, autopilot's off. I got the boat. I was gonna say I got the airplane. No, I don't. It's a boat. Very hard to turn into the wind. Yeah, that's really a bummer. Doesn't give me a lot of authority turning. Come on, you little dork. And these swells aren't bad. It's just... I got it now. I'm kicking that rudder here. Turn that sucker. Come on. It's like any vessel like this. It just takes forever to turn because of the wind. Look at this thing. I got full deflection. There we go. Come on. It's like everything I have. More. More. Come on, you can do it. Oh, should I bury the bow in the water? There we go. So this is kind of the side of the island I want to be on. And there's some. It gets. I fished out here before. When I'm talking deep sea, I went like 30 minutes just south. There's no. You couldn't even see land. That's how far I went out. But I wanted to see. It'd be interesting to see what that boat shows up as in multiplayer. We did, Steve. So John has the same boat, and I saw his boat just like this drive right past me. We were fishing next to each other. It was really cool. So yeah, you can see if we're on VatSim or something. Well, actually, we weren't on VatSim. We were multiplayer at the time, and it was really fun. Okay, so I'm coming around the mountain here. This would be like primary permit fishing area with those mangroves, and the resort comes out over here. I'm going to see if I can take this thing right up to it. I wish it had sound. I mean, come on, man. I got to put more camera angles on this thing. But I do like to control it up here. I want to watch. I don't want to beach it. That would be. Can you imagine? This boat's like probably what, $4 or $5 million on its own, maybe more. Do you have a rating for this machine? I don't see your in a profile exactly. Yeah, it is rated. Nice sailboat right there. All right, so this side of the island right here is where the resort side is. So I've never checked this side, what's on this side, on the fishing side. All right, I'm gonna go idle, let the engines go into reverse. And I'll go ahead and drop the anchor here in a minute. Nice. And drop it. There is an anchor button. I don't know where the heck it is. Yeah. So if I go like this, that puts us to our this mode. Whoa. The engines are still running apparently. That's probably why. Let's see what we got in this water. If there's anything in this water column. There might be. Salt water. Scroll down. Oh, see, oh, there you go. Okay, we got a horseye jack, bonefish, Nassau grouper, and an albacore tuna here. So if you went more offshore, it would be a different, like I said, a different subset. Let's see. Pull up the anchor. Let's go out to that dark water. You see that dark water over there? I've fished there before. Gotta go ahead and let the boat go where it wants to at this point, as long as it doesn't go in that dang sailboat. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? You see where it's just dark, it's deeper? Let's go out there. Whoa, hammer. There we go. Now we're past it. Let's go out a little more offshore. We're gonna take in the waves now, right in the bow. We're right into the wind. It's a nice yacht. Like, look at this thing. That thing's sweet. Who'd have thought, right? This is what I want to do on my vacation. Is fish. Boating, little flying. Yeah, we're going right for that sailboat, aren't we? Kick it over, rudder, get out of there. Pretty cool. So this whole area is supposed to be really good with Wahoo, especially in deep sea. You know, probably about 30 miles, 20 to 30 miles away. Right by Devil's Point, it's called. It's a really good spot. Anyway, let me turn in here a little bit. You can see how the water is changing color. That's super fun. All right, let's stop it right here. Now we should see us different. We might not be as far offshore as we need to be, because we're really not. This is considered inshore still. We're very, see how teal the water is? We're still pretty close. Yeah, I could tell just by the reef how close the reef is. All right, let me go on to here and drop this. All right, let me go out and let's check it. All right, George, I gotta get my dog. He wants to go outside. Let's see what we got. All right, so nurse shark showed up. You can see, wait, that's my recent catches. Started fishing saltwater. Scroll down. Nothing. So we'd have to go, oh, there it is. I was thinking. So we have pretty much the same. So again, it's considered inshore. We still have to go way offshore, but you can see what's available here. Pretty cool stuff. And that does change. So this is pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That is a look at what, Go Fish can do, depending on where you are in the world. Your species changes, and as you guys can see, we're taking full advantage of this app. We have a tournament scheduled on the 27th of February. I'll be releasing more information in the coming weeks, but I hope you enjoyed it. And on next week, I don't know where we're going to be. We'll probably be doing more of this. So until next time, get the blue side up and the brown side down. We'll see you guys on the flip side. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you later.
Board the plane, it's summertime. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breeze the sky is cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe's so mellow. Airwaves sing like cello.